بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على حبيبنا وشفيعنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. ربنا لا تجعلنا مع القوم الظالمين. آمين آمين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. Greeting to the Muslim and lovers of God. Welcome to the introduction section of how to read the Holy Quran and its word-by-word translation. This video is an introduction to the translation of the Holy Quran into English. In this section, I will tell you what I'm going to teach you and introduce you to our main, which is the translation of the Holy Quran into English. First and foremost, I feel obligated to extend special thanks to the esteemed and prominent scholar of the Islamic world, Dr. Abdullah Khamush Harawi, who has tirelessly and continuously worked for several years to translate the Holy Quran from Arabic to Dari in a word-by-word and a tabulated manner. May the Almighty reward and recompense this great man and grant him his work in his right hand of the day judgment, and may he rejoice in the highest paradise. The Quran you are seeing now is the translation by Dr. Haravi, which, as you understand, he has translated word by word in organized tables. I have used the framework of his book to translate the Holy Quran into English in word-by-word manner as well. May Allah reward both Dr. Harafi and myself for this work and make us among the successful on the Day of Judgment. This page you are viewing now is the translation of the first list surah of the Holy Quran into English that I have translated. As you can see, each section of these paragraphs contains a complete verse or a part of verse, and at the end of each verse, the verse number is mentioned and is seen in red color. Below these verses, you will see the word of the verse separated in a table, translated into English. Below this table, there is also a complete and comprehensive translation of the verse, which help us to better understand and comprehend the Holy Quran. Of course, to further understand the Quran and the reasons for the revolution of each verse, you should read the tafsir of the Quran. Is Almighty Allah grant me the opportunity, I will also undertake this work. Dear Muslims, pay attention that reading and understanding the Holy Quran is very important, but acting upon it is even more important. In the upper corners of this page, if you look, you will see that the name of the surah is written in Arabic on the right side and in English on the left side. The page number is also written at the bottom of page. So far, we have become acquainted with the general framework of our work. Now, let us examine one of the most important parts that appear at the beginning of each surah page. Not every page of the Quran. The first thing written is the surah number with its name. For example, Surah 2 Al-Baqarah. After that, the meaning of the surah names is given in parentheses. For example, Baqarah means the cow. The first point refers to the period, including the place where the majority of verses or surah were revealed. For example, Surah Al-Baqarah is Madani, meaning it was revealed in Medina. It is good to know that the verses of the Holy Quran are either Makki or Madani. Makki means revealed in Mecca, and Madani means revealed in Medina. The second point shows the number of verses in each surah. For example, Surah Al-Baqarah has 286 verses. It is also good to know that Surah Al-Baqarah is the largest of surah in the Quran in terms of the number of verses. The third and final point is the number of rukus. For example, Surah Al-Baqarah has 40 rukus. It's good to know that before starting each surah, I will prepare a completely separate video for you. In this video, I will first talk about the name and the reason for naming the surah so that we understand why it has been given this name. After discussing the reason for the naming, I will talk about the place of revelation of the surah. Then, I will discuss the number of verses and words, its virtues, benefit, and ruling. Most important, in part of the video, I will talk about the content of the surah, meaning I will divide the surah into sections and explain what Allah Azza wa Jal says in each section. Therefore, please always watch the video first for each surah to be aware of overall content of the surah. Well, we got acquainted with all the part of the page of the Quran. Now, I want to point out some points. Please pay attention. The first point, the way the Quran is recited is extremely important, holds special significance. To learn the proper recitation of the Holy Quran, one must be knowledgeable in the science of tajweed. However, if for any reason you don't have the time or ability to learn tajweed, make sure that carefully follow my recitation and read along with me. This way, you will not have any issue with Quranic recitation. Just be aware that sometimes you may need to rewind the video several times to listen to the recitation again. So please do not be lazy in learning the Holy Quran. The second point, Arabic is the original language of Islam, and it is essential for every Muslim to have some knowledge of this language. Therefore, make good use to word-for-word translations and try to memorize Arabic words as much as possible. These words, pronouns, and names often reappear in different surahs, and by hearing them multiple times, you will automatically learn them. Dear brothers and sisters who are unable to read the verses of the Holy Quran, do not worry at all. If Allah guarantees me the opportunity, I will prepare a course to easy tajweed for you, introducing you to Arabic letters and words. This will enable you to recite the verses of the Holy Quran on your own. The third, I urge you to deeply contemplate the overall meaning of the verses and understand what they convey. Try to apply the teaching of the Quran in your daily life. The fourth point, since these educational videos are uploaded on both YouTube and Instagram, and as you know, YouTube had the feature of translating these videos into multiple languages using artificial intelligence. This video can be watched by not only English-speaking Muslims, but all Muslims around the world. Well, dear Muslims, I hope I can serve both you and God in the path of Islam and spread the religion of Islam around the world day by day, so that people can live in a completely safe Islamic society. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.